Hello and welcome to today's episode of Dr. Simone's Mindspace. Today, live from Monaco here in beautiful Zurich, sunny, golden fall city, just after a swim and a yoga class to, follow our internal importance of me time and mental and physical well-being. And I think that is the best intro I can give to talk about somebody who's launched a female-only, from female sports studio here in Zurich, and I'm very excited to have you here. I think it's easiest if you just give me and the listeners a quick intro of who you are and why you started your own gym business.
Yeah, thank you, Simone. At first, thank you for having me here.
Of course.
It was really nice to meet you and to join a yoga session with you and go for a swim. And for me, myself, I'm Nadja. And I'm a fitness coach and nutrition coach. And originally I made one-by-one coachings regarding the menstrual cycle of women and how to support it with nutrition and sports.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and then I decided to start to open a studio, especially for women, to give women a space where they can come for training, also for meeting other women.
You see, you can't see in a podcast, obviously, but Nadia can see my goosebumps. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Such a great initiative. So needed.
Yeah, it's so needed because during my work from one-by-one coachings, I found out that a lot of women don't give space for them. So women today do everything. They go for work, they have own businesses, they have children, household, everything. And themselves, sometimes it's getting too short time. So it's really important for women to have their me time to do something for physical, mental health.
Can't agree more with you. Yeah. The me time is so crucial.
Yeah, it's so important, and especially in these hectic times we almost have every time. It's so important to do something for yourself, for your physical health and mental health. But I often heard that most women don't have the time. They don't find any time for themselves, and therefore I thought, hey, there must be something to open that women find their space, so they don't need that much time. 30 minutes training is enough, and
right.
Now they can do this at my studio with 30 minutes training 2 to 3 times a week, just to start to find back in the routine, to do something for their physical health. And also this is important for your mental health, because if you do something for your body, you also do something for your mind, and that's really important.
I mean, I send all my clients who are having mental health issues. I'm a psychologist. I'm always, the first question is, what kind of sports do you do?
Yes.
And if they don't do any, I'm like, well, there we start. That's your best medication. Yeah. Your best medication is sports, activity. And I always say, I don't ask you to start to run a marathon, but it's the small physical activities that you integrate in your day.
Yeah, like you said, you don't have to do a marathon or bodybuilding or something like this. It's just regular movement, regular times, and find space for yourself. And there you don't need hours of sports. It's enough to do 30 minutes 3 times a week. It's really enough, and everybody finds this space if you want. And also...
go ahead.
Yeah, also the other thing, on the one hand, it's the time women don't find, but the other thing is what I should do, and especially women who are getting a little bit older or get children, don't feel so comfortable with themselves. That's also a point. And if they find themselves in a regular studio, let's say, sometimes they don't feel good with it.
Right.
So they feel, they are in a competition with others. They see others. There are also sometimes men who are disturbing them during the fitness because you feel, somebody's watching you during the training. And there are a lot of components why women sometimes don't like to go to regular gyms. And I have now a small space. It's a 100 square meter studio. It's a small space, but it's especially for women, and you can be like you are. Everybody can be like you are, and you don't have a competition with others. You have your level, you have your goals. You don't have to fit in an ideal or something.
Which I think is like really, even with the whole social media, another level nowadays than it was before. It was already always a culture where I remember when I went to the gym in Sweden, and all the women who had their makeup on, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, why are you dressed up like you're going out clubbing when you go to the gym? But so yes, of course, when you don't feel comfortable in your body, it's not that you, and it's already an effort to take yourself out there. Why would you then go to a space where you feel you're under even more eyes than you are when you just go out and about your daily business?
That's it. Of course.
Another question I had is, so a lot of times the argument is I don't have enough time, but is it really the time, or do you feel more, isn't it more they don't feel that they have the legitimacy of taking themselves the time? Because men are like super easy of, I'm gonna go for like a 4-hour race biking tour this weekend, or I can't meet you because my husband has soccer training. I'm like, interesting, how about your training? I don't know, the children. I'm like,
to be honest, it's mostly this. So everybody can take this space. I know if you have family, if you have a job, if you have a household, and if you have a lot of things to do, I know it's sometimes really hard to find a space, but you can find it. And it's really prioritizing what is important for you. And also it's half an hour, but also I see women who cannot at least give them half an hour 2 to 3 times a week, and this is really sad for me because
I know, right?
like you say, men always I go there, but the women, and also I must say it's not the men who are the problem.
No,
so
of
it's
course.
it's yourself. You have to give yourself the time and set boundaries and say now I need my time. And it's not that you have to take hours or a full weekend off. It's half an hour. It's enough. Or you can go for a short run for 20 minutes or something, just short things, or like we do, go for a short swim and meet a friend for half an hour or something. It's so important, but you have to give it to yourself. It's yourself. Nobody is there for you to give
nobody has responsibility to actually make this time for yourself. And I spoke to a lot of couple of friends of mine who are very successful business women, and they have really good skills in cutting out time for themselves. The ones that I think are really pretty imbalanced and pretty kick-ass, they take out their time. One of them I love, she said, every lunch I blocked as a meeting time, because that's when I go to the gym or do my sports. If somebody wants to come for lunch with me, for lunch with me, they need to ask me in advance so I can exchange my sports to another time of the day. But in general, I'm not available for lunches. And I like that a lot.
It's really organization. So also for me,
You don't feel obligated to go for lunch when you don't want to.
Yeah, really. And also, it's really you have to take for you the time. So nobody can do this for you. And also, if you have a lot of work to do, it's also for me now. I opened the gym in April. And I'm really, especially in the beginning, I was there every day, 12 hours. And where should I go for training? Also, I have a gym. It doesn't mean that I'm training all the time. That's such and so also I had to find for me the space. And you have to give yourself the space.
How did you do?
I went then in the evenings. So it's later evening training. So why not? So normally I like to train in the morning. Yeah. But then there were times I have to train in the evening, but I do it anyway. And also for me, then I take a half an hour and then I go at home. So it's organization, Yeah. It's not always easy, but if you want, you can do it.
I always, I will never forget, but you know, Barack Obama, when he was president, he was playing basketball with his team, and he was running every morning. And nobody can tell me they don't have time. If even the president of the United States had time, and that person's daily schedule is certainly more packed than anyone here in this country.
Yeah, you find your space. Either it's in the morning, or it's lunchtime, or it's in the evenings, or also with your children or something.
Yes, that's a very good point. With your children,
you can do
really
also
such a good idea.
I have such a good examples in my studio also. There are a lot of women, they just get children and they are coming, and then sometimes if they don't find somebody, they bring it with them. If they are sleeping, who cares?
Right.
So
who cares? That's also very nice of you that you really do that. And I think it's something that is very important, because it also shows the children, hey, actually we're doing this together. Sport is important. Because many times children are playing on the playground, running around, and the parents are just standing there and looking instead of actually being engaged and involved in the games, which would be so much more fun.
Totally. Yeah, that's really it. So you have to find your space. But I think also with this concept, this was for me the point to say, hey, this is half an hour. I know sometimes if you are getting a training program, you get a 1 hour training program, and then you have to go there and take a shower, and then it's nearly 1.5 or 2 hours if you're ready. But so I really can say, okay, it's half an hour and then 5 minutes there, 5 minutes there. But you're under 1 hour, you are finished, and this is really something you can get in your daily schedule. So,
I would say so too.
And this is so. This is really the time is one thing, and also women under each other is the other thing, and also to give space for special themes like. Women with the hormones, and also special programs we have for the pelvic floor or lymphatic massages and something like so. Really points who are important for women and who doesn't find a place in regular gyms.
Right.
And there we have really the space to give additional programs. For women who really are important for them, so,
absolutely.
And this is really cool also with event evenings or something where we can have the space for external people to come in and give the profit.
That's amazing. And I think, I'm very, very fit, and I did run illegally, as I always say, after very, very, very shortly after my C-section, but I still feel, even though I'm super fit, that if I don't practice, I feel the muscles are not fully back in shape, and my belly was very tiny. So there's a lot of aspects that would promote me having a very super speedy recovery, which I did have, but there is it's still there, it's not inexistent. And I think it's important for women to get the space to actually work on it as soon as possible to get back their bodies, because I think as we all know, a healthy mind lives in a healthy body, and if you don't feel comfortable in your body, you won't feel healthy in your mind either.
Yeah, of course. And also, what we shouldn't forget is when you start with the age of 30, your muscles are getting less and less, and sometimes what you see is as older as women or people get, as what should I say? There is no more sports. So if you're getting older, you have to do more sports.
Right.
But what you see normally is exactly the opposite. So
in women, I heard in men,
especially
it's the
in women.
opposite.
Yeah. But as older as you are, as more important it is to train for the bones, for your hormones, for everything.
Prevention
it's
is
really
very important.
Yeah. And this is also something I think mostly people, especially women in older age, need special programs that they have fun for the training. And also we have really a wide range. We have women who are 18, but we have women who are 90. So it's everything. So it's really important for every age, but especially as older as you are, you need to train. It's really important.
I agree.
Yeah. So for a healthy age,
my grandma is turning 100 years this year.
Wow.
And she started yoga when she was 40, and she never stopped.
That's
I believe the reason why she's still alive and still pretty agile, I mean, she was sitting down on the floor like nothing up until like 2 years ago. And you know, those kind of things. She has osteoporosis, but she really is so mobile and flexible, and I think that's really crucial for the mental and physical well-being and a positive aging.
It is, and it's never too late.
No?
Also, if somebody is hearing this who is 85, you can still start.
Of course,
it's never too late, and especially the space we gave, you can really start. Doesn't matter which level you are.
Yeah, very.
You can really start with 85. You have never trained before, no problem. You can start.
Yeah.
You can start easy, and it's never too late.
And I think once again, this idea of that it's a space where everyone is welcome, every body shape is welcome, like a little bit in the women's part of the body. Yeah. Every body shape is okay. Yeah. There's no
you're okay, like you are.
Model shape only that is allowed to sit at the women's section of the Zurich bodies, which I love, which is so liberating to see, and I think that's at least the impression I get from your gym as well.
It's really like this, and this is what I like. So everybody is okay, like he is, and like she is, and like she wants to be, and you don't have to fit in any size or something. It's really, it's your body, and you decide what you want to have.
Right. Beautiful. And sort of, what would you say are the core messages you give women when they come to you?
The main message is really give yourself the space, the time to do something. And you can do it, doesn't matter which level you are, you can start from any time. And really implement it. And this is really the thing you have to, if you want to get back in the routine or starting a routine, a training routine, you have to make fixed times. So in the beginning, I always say, hey, take 3 weeks in advance and time your training. So I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for example, which time I have. And then it's a fixed time. Yeah. And we also have a timing program where you check in advance, let's say like this. So that means you can really say 3 weeks in advance, I come then, and then. And then you get a reminder, hey, your training starts today.
Nice.
Or also you haven't planned a training today. So it's like with an app. Yeah. And this is really cool because it helps women really to get in this routine. It's a Mrs.Sporty app. So,
Mrs.Sporty app, okay.
Yeah, so if you get member, you directly get this app.
Yeah. And you mentioned your work as a coach with the hormonal cycle of women and nutrition. Yeah. is that something you still do also at the gym, or not so much anymore?
It's getting a little bit less because I stopped this business to open
course.
the new one.
Yeah.
But the idea is
knowledge
really
is still there,
of course. And also we have regular training coaching sessions with our members, and this is sometimes really a point, and I'm really happy to support also my members in this journey, because this is a really important point.
Right.
And there's also the space to give more information about this and to support also on the hormones side. And we also do, for example, event evenings where I give a reference about this. And
wonderful. We should
things.
plan something together, I think, on that topic.
Yeah, we should.
I think there is a lot to do. I've just launched, or I'm about to launch, a new research project on women and their decision making of how many or no children, or whether they want to have children, and fertility, like reproductive health, and also assisted medicine like IVF.
Yeah.
So when you postpone your cycle, obviously, to have a child, then that is in many cases the case that it's part of family planning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, and it's really important part, because hormones are everything.
Everywhere. Yeah,
they are everywhere, and they really also decide how we feel today.
Exactly.
So every day they are there, and they are important, and so it's also for
all
me.
All the teenage moms know.
Yeah.
From their
I can
kids.
imagine. Yeah, and therefore it's always an important part for me in my coaching sessions with our members also, and I really want to get back on it also, the other business, as soon as. Yeah, I have a space again.
You have some assistants taking care of the daily business. Right.
That's it.
Very good.
Yeah, because this is really my
passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I was just thinking which groups could benefit the most from it, and I think there's in a way three female groups. Yeah. The adolescent group with their hormonal roller coasters. Mm-hmm. Then there is the women undergoing fertility treatments, which would really benefit from your support about nutrition and hormones to sort of how to better cope with their treatment. Yeah. And then there's the menopausal women, of course, which is such an under-researched, underappreciated group of women that is just, I guess as throughout life, just have to suck it up and just deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it.
And it's so unnecessary.
The message, but you can do so much to support your.
And I always
health,
think if these topics that women have to deal with would be men's topics, there would be a solution 100 years ago. Yeah. And a very convenient one as well. So I think we have really some very important work to do here.
Yeah, we have.
To improve the well-being of women. Yeah. But I think the first step is really get yourself out there. Yeah. Even if it's only 30 minutes. Yeah. Or even if it's only 10 minutes. Yeah. But at least start.
Just start,
Yeah.
Start and give yourself the time. It's so important.
Yeah. Wow. I can't wait to come by. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait for more podcasts and also events together. Yeah. And a little heads up, we have one in the end of October already.
We have already one.
Yeah, we have already one. And when I look through the list of other members other female members of this event, I was like, oh yes, I want to do craniosacral with my child. Yeah. Oh yes, I want to do yoga with my baby. So it's really wonderful.
Yeah,
you bring
really,
such
really
an interesting
cool.
group together. It's amazing.
Really very interesting. I'm looking really forward to this event.
Yeah, and it feels really cool. Like the all women want is like something for your skin, something for your soul, something for your physical activity, something for your child, both physical and mental well-being, and also nice clothes for the kids to wear. Everything. So you as a parent can be happy to look at your child. Yeah. I always tell everyone, why would you agree to put kids' clothes on that you don't like to look at? You have to look at your child the whole day and stuff you don't like. We don't put on clothes we don't like either. So yeah.
And they are so lovely.
Yeah, they're so lovely. Amazing. Yeah, I'm very excited. So we can share maybe more information once that's finalized. And the beautiful flyer, I already saw it. Is
but already
out there.
Save the date.
Save the date, 28th of October here in Zurich. Yeah. Fantastic. Wow, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And I would say to be continued. And I really said like that we started our collaboration by doing me time yoga and swim in the lake.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you
Very
so
good.
much.
Thank you. All right, take care.
Bye.
Talk soon. Bye.